Students forward. Both of them in the front row. Let's go, let's go. Really good people. Don't be shy, don't be shy. We fit up to 200 people in here. Awesome. Yes, as you will all see, or some of you may have experienced in the past, but you may see that this is an active form of meditation. It is something that you will be actively participating in. So it's nice to get a little bit closer. It's a bit more of a community event in that regard. So in the news these days, there's been a lot of protesting for various reasons, which I won't get into. And does anybody know what's a core part of a protest in terms of just the sound that is there at a protest? Any
emotion?
Emotion is there, yes. But how about in terms of sound? What's going on?
Chanting.
There's chanting. That was like just something that just popped up in my head Wednesday morning as I was doing my meditation. I was like, they're literally chanting. It's call and response chanting. And they're protesting something. And I was like, they're protesting something, but we're also protesting something here. Anybody have an idea of what we're protesting? Darkness. Yeah, it's, you know that, like, there's that meme, right, where it's like the dog like sitting in a room, which is like burning all around the dog. I think it's a dog, right? Yeah, and like the everything is okay meme. That's literally, this is fine, exactly. I should have gotten a picture of it. But that's literally how it sometimes feels like, at least to me, how I'm existing in this world. So today we are embarking on a protest. And in a protest, your goal is not to be like as quiet as possible. Your goal is to be a little loud. I mean, you're really, really passionate about that thing you're protesting. So today, using the power of Sanskrit mantras from ancient India, we are protesting the difficulties that our own mind can put us through, the difficulties that the world can put us through, the difficulties that other living beings can put us through. And we're saying, I'm going to leave that all behind. And I'm going to be present in the here and now in this form of meditation such that I can help connect with my inner happiness, my soul, to really find that sense of purpose and being. So that's my precursor for today. By any chance, is anybody participating in a kirtan for the first time today? Don't be shy. Yes, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hopefully this analogy of chanting gives you some kind of idea what we're going to be doing. Kirtan is a form of musical mantra meditation where we have kirtan leader or kirtan leaders, and they say a mantra, and then we chant that mantra following them. And the goal in kirtan is to engage our senses. And one way we do that is by engaging our tongue in saying the mantra, and then engaging our ears in hearing the mantra. So my challenge to you, kind of like how at a protest, you try to be loud. I'm not saying we all yell today, but I'm saying that the goal is to hear at least yourself. And if you feel like your mind is pulling you in different directions, bring it back to the sound vibration. It's really hard to concentrate on nothing. At least I find it really hard to concentrate on nothing. But if you bring it back to the sound, it becomes a lot easier to concentrate and reach a focal point. All right, so that's about all I had to start with today. We have a wonderful kirtan team with us here tonight, and I'll hand it over to them.
I always say that I don't have much to say, and then I say a lot. But just like Ian said, in the protest analogy, we can do this by ourselves. We can chant by ourselves. We can, stand up for righteousness, for things that we believe in by ourselves, but there's power in doing it together. And so if you want to yell tonight, let's just yell. Just feel it, and we'll just chant together. We'll start slow. But the mantra that we're going to chant tonight, it repeats itself, but we're going to sing, and I'll say the line and you can repeat it after me. It is Govinda Narayana, Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana, Gopala Narayana. And then there'll be that's it pretty much. There's a Hari in there as well, okay? And then later we'll sing Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham. Govinda, Radhe, Jai, Shri Radhe. Govinda, Radhe, Jai, Shri Radhe. And Jai is our way of saying to celebrate, to victory, just really celebrating the names of the divine. So we'll chant together. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Your turn. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana. Your turn. Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Your turn. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana, Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana, Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Gopala Narayana, Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana, Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana, Govinda Narayana, Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana. Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe. Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopal Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopal Narayana. Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopal Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopal Narayana. Let's clap. Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Govinda Narayana Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Govinda Gopal Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopal Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana, Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate Rate Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Gopala Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Rate 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 Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Rate Rate Shyam Govinda Rate Jai Shri Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Rate Rate Shyam Gopala Rate Rate. Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana.
Govinda
Narayana Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana. Govinda Narayana Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Govinda Gopala Narayana. Hari 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 Govinda Gopala Narayana.
goes beyond something that's practiced just in a yoga studio. So that being said, today we have Amritananda joining us today. He has a very interesting presentation for us, which will be talking about football. I mean, who knew that a contact sport has something in common with practicing spirituality and meditation? But turns out there is. Beyond that, Amritananda has been practicing spirituality and Bhakti Yoga for over 20 years. 25 years? 25 years. I was about to say 30. Maybe in 5 more years.
28 actually.
28 years. Yeah, so he's been practicing it longer than I've been alive, which is kind of crazy for me to think about. All the while, he has a very successful professional life in the healthcare IT industry, and he is one of the original Bhakti Yoga teachers actually in the Seattle area. He's been teaching, yes, please, one more scoot forward so we can accommodate another 100 people in the back row. So he's been teaching a lot of people Bhakti Yoga. He's taught me a little bit. He's also taught Deepak, Nopur, and some others who are actually helping run this space. So we're very grateful that he's taking time out of his day to share his knowledge.
Was it? Huh? Yeah. Okay, so while he takes care of technical things, so welcome everyone. We had a wonderful Kirtan. Thank you so much. I was so much absorbed in the chanting of the holy name. Wonderfully done. I saw everyone was like deeply meditating while you had singing so with your heart. This is actually bhakti. So today's topic is football. Super Bowl coming up, right? So it's a Super Bowl and bhakti. How do we connect these two totally different things? Well, this idea was given by Ayan himself. So I thought, let's experiment this.
Is it on the laptop?
No.
Can you
just check their Siri, perhaps?
Can you just turn off the sound from there and see that it does that? Just turn off the sound there on the laptop. Yeah, so it's coming from the laptop.
Oh, how? Oh,
Yeah.
it's coming from the projector.
Yeah, these days, all the devices are so smart. They catch up the word football and, talking about quarterback. Yeah, so how many of you are football fans? Most of us, right? All right, so how many of you have heard this term, gridiron? Yeah, what is gridiron? It's the play field where the football is going to be played. Right, so the title of this topic is The Gridiron of Devotion, a playbook for spiritual success. Now we see that, in anything we get engaged in our life, it needs a strategy to be successful. It needs discipline. Each of us has to give some time to learn the subject, pay attention to things, and learn over the period of time in association of some, or learn from some guru. The best way to learn something is learn from some guru. So that way, when we engage ourselves, we know sure shot that we are going to win at the end, or we'll have success in whatever we try to achieve. So the first thing that is required is discipline. So discipline is the common field that is there in anything which we engage in. Right? So similarly, the playbook of bhakti is such a thing that you cannot do it on your own. You cannot play the things on your own. Just like the football, this is a similarity between football and any other things. So same thing is applicable to the process of bhakti or devotion. One cannot be playing alone. Like I work with a Virginia Mason Medical Center. Earlier it was Virginia Mason Medical Center, and the logo says team medicine. Right? So team medicine means we work as a team to help the patient to get cured. So similarly, in football, it's just same as football. Every player has to work as a team. So same thing is applicable in the path of bhakti or devotion. We cannot lead the things, that I will win myself. We have all to come together and then grow together and not alone. Cooperation is over the competition. If the players within the team, they compete with each other, what happens is ultimately it's a failure, because everybody is trying to win the game themselves, and it is not possible. So everyone has to come together and play as a team and make a success, the event a success. So this is the first play. The second is, there is a playbook for everything we do. Right? So in the path of bhakti also, there is a playbook. In the game also, similarly, there is a playbook. The coach, he guides and he uses the playbook to guide each and every player, and he shows all the moves, what are the different, what is that called? The formation of the team. So what will be the different formation? How are you going to tackle the opponent? So that kind of play is there. And we, as a practitioner of bhakti, must trust that playbook. So in the term of bhakti, that playbook is called as scriptures. That scriptures it's very old playbook which has been coming from generation to generation. It is passed to us. And ultimately we follow the same playbook. We do not, we might be using some contemporary techniques. However, though the principles doesn't change. The principles remains the same. So same, whatever is there in the football, the same thing is applicable in the path of devotion. So this is the second thing that is common between football and bhakti. This is very important. We cannot be spectators. Right? A spectator can enjoy the game from outside. Right? However, the real fun is getting into the ground and playing yourself. So when we see others practicing or bhakti, the process of bhakti, if we want to get the real benefit, then we will have to get down to the field. We will have to engage ourselves. We've got to get determined and then engage in the process of this devotion or bhakti. Now there is a book called as Science of Self-Realization. The Science of Self-Realization, that book was, it's a book which gives us all the principles in a very succinct way. And that tells you that unless and until we practice ourselves or engage our senses, we are not going to see what is the result, what is the real benefit. Right? So for example over here, when you were singing Kirtan so nicely, and when we sat there and participated with you, that's where the fun begins. Right? So when we chanted the mantra together, you get some kind of feeling after that. So unless and until we participate ourselves in the process of bhakti, then we don't see the benefits. So therefore it is called as science of self-realization. You realize it yourself. You taste, like when we eat food, nobody has to tell us that I'm satiated. Right? After eating each morsels, we feel happy. First of all, when we taste the food, we feel happy. And then we also get satiated. And we also get the strength after that. So same way, when we practice bhakti in association, right, then we get all the benefits. So win the season, this is the fourth play. So this is the fourth common thing between bhakti. So it's a long goal actually. It's not like you do 1 month or 1 week and then give it up. It's not like that. It's a long goal. Bhakti is a lifelong process, and we have to engage ourselves lifelong. Right? So this season it's a football has a season, right? So similarly, there's a consistency that is needed to beat the intensity, right? The small daily things which we are doing, that will compound. Like you invest in the bank every day or every month or every period. So over the period of time, the money will start seeing growing, right? Like our 401ks. So similarly, we have to invest in the process of bhakti every day. Even if it is a small amount, doesn't matter. But that everyday commitment really counts. So this is the fourth play. Then, while practicing bhakti, it also happens that because we make mistakes. This is not something which we have lived throughout our life. We are learning something new. So for sure, we are going to make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, we have to learn from that mistakes, not be guilty about it, but we just have to get up and do it again. So mistakes are not problems, but not stopping there would be a problem. Like one time I was learning tabla, I saw a tabla flipper, he was playing very nicely. So one time I was learning tabla and I had my lifelong wish that I want to learn some kind of drum. I still play in the temple, I play drums. However, I wanted to learn the tabla because tabla has a specific skills. However, what happened is, after a while, I started finding it difficult and had to struggle with my mind so much that finally I gave it up. I said my hands are not working, my fingers are, because tabla is, whoever is playing, they know that the finger has to be really flexible. So in that case, I actually gave it up. If I would have continued it, I would have learned something and moved forward. So, but in bhakti, if you want to progress, if you want to get inner peace, we can't stop that. We should be engaging ourselves, even though there will be some blockage, some difficulties might come. At that time, if we take help from a guide, for a guru, then we can overcome that hurdle very easily and move forward. So in the football game, there's a term called as audible. This is the quarterback. At the time, the game is going on and he sees that there's a change in some kind of strategy by the opponent. So he shouts and gives some kind of instructions that, okay, we decided this, however, there's a change in strategy. Similarly, in the process of bhakti also, there will be changing in strategy. The principle doesn't change, however, the strategies can change over the period of time so that, we come back to the game, If the quarterback makes a mistake, he doesn't just freeze, right, or give it up. What it does is, he continues and move forward. Okay, how can I fix this situation? So same thing in the path of bhakti. There will be difficulties, there will be mistakes. We reset. Every time those things happen, we reset, we refocus, and then we return back to the game. So this is a very nice parallel of the. And then finally, reaching the goal, right? What is the goal? The goal is the Super Bowl over here, like Seattle. Winning the Super Bowl will make all of us so happy. Similarly, while practicing bhakti itself, you will find within yourself so much happiness. And ultimately, you achieve the real success of life, which is the divine love and the feeling of happiness within. So these are some of the things, which we can compare between football or any other game, or any other game with the process of bhakti. Now this is very short, so I'm going to show you a video which will go into the summary of what we have talked about. And we just not sit there, we should participate, right? So join the team. This is a call for joining the team. Run the reps. Commit to small daily sadhana, meditation and reading. Yeah, these are the things, the way we can actually engage ourselves in the process of bhakti. And when we get distracted, because for sure, there'll be distractions. So when we get distracted, actually, we return back. I like this example of a plane. When you see a plane going from one place to another, there is a path. However, the plane, because of the resistance of the air, the plane cannot follow that same path, so it gets deviated. However, the pilot brings it back. So similarly, our mind produces so much of distractions. And our job while practicing this process of bhakti is to bring it back. This is called as mantra meditation. Bring it back. It goes, bring it back. It goes outside, it gets distracted, bring it back. So this is how, we, with these 3 simple practices, we can get back into the process of our practice of bhakti. Okay, so the season starts now. Actually, the season is over and Seattle is winning. Imagine that, next Sunday. Imagine that. So, yes, please get ready and engage yourself in the process of bhakti. And then you realize yourself and have fun, and win the championship. Okay? So, with this is
All right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about 2 things that seem like they have absolutely nothing in common. The brutal intensity of American football and the deep, quiet work of spirituality. I know, it sounds kind of crazy, but what if I told you that the playbook a team uses to win a championship could actually hold the keys to transforming your own inner life? Let's get into it. So think about this for a second. What can a quarterback's mindset really teach you about your own inner life? I mean, just picture it. The deafening crowd, the immense pressure, the constant threat of getting completely flattened. The greatest quarterbacks don't just endure that chaos. They have a system, a mindset to thrive in it. And believe it or not, that very system is what we're going to use as our playbook for inner growth. Okay, first up, the spiritual playbook itself. Look, this isn't about some floaty, vague ideals. We're talking about a real game plan, a practical, strategic guide for your inner life that's actually designed for you to win. And you know what? No champion in any sport has ever won completely alone. And that brings us to our next crucial point, joining your team. Because honestly, this whole idea that you can figure out your inner world all by yourself in total isolation, it's probably one of the biggest myths out there. So you can see 2 totally different approaches here. On one side, you've got that lone wolf spirituality. You know the vibe, trying to climb the mountain all by yourself. It's tough, it's isolating, and it's so easy to get lost. But on the other side, you have what the Bhakti tradition calls sadhu sangha. Just think of it like a team culture for your soul. It's built on this simple, powerful idea that we just grow better when we're together. The people around us literally shape who we become. So let's get clear on those 2 key terms. Sadhu sangha is your spiritual team. It's the people who have your back, who lift you up, and who help you stay on course. And seva? That's selfless service. You can think of it as love in action. It's the stuff you do that builds the team and serves the bigger mission. That's the glue that turns a bunch of individuals into a powerful, cohesive unit. You know, every great team, no matter the sport, is built on 3 core pillars. And guess what? The spiritual path is exactly the same. First, you need a coach. That's your spiritual mentor, someone with experience to guide you. Second, you need a playbook. These are the wisdom teachings that give you clear direction. And third, you absolutely have to have practice. That's your daily training, where you build your inner strength. If you're missing any one of these, you're basically just winging it. And let's just zoom in on those last two for a second. The Shastra, those are the ancient wisdom texts. That is your playbook, period. And Sadhana, well, that's your daily practice. That's your training camp. It's where you show up every day and put in the reps until it all becomes second nature. All right, moving on to our third section, the game time mindset. Because let's be honest, life is gonna throw fumbles and bad calls at you. It just is. A spiritual journey isn't some perfect, smooth ride to the top. It's all about how you handle getting knocked down and how quickly you get back up. And this right here, this is the core mantra for that resilience. Reset, refocus, return. See, it's not about being perfect. It's never been about being perfect. It's about how fast you can come back to your center. Just think about it. When a quarterback throws a terrible interception, they can't sit there and mope about it. The game is still on. They have to immediately reset and get ready for the very next play. That is the exact mindset we need to cultivate. So how do you actually do that? Well, here are 3 super simple but really powerful next play tools. When your mind is just a mess, you can use chanting or mantra repetition to pull it back. Or you can pick up your playbook, the wisdom teachings, and read or listen to something that recenters you. Or you can do one small act of service, seva, to get out of your own head. These are your go-tos for when the pressure's on. And I love this way of looking at it. A mantra is basically an audible for your mind. You know, like when a quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage, sees the defense, and calls a new play. That's what a mantra does. When you see your own negative thoughts lining up against you, you call an audible. It's a quick, decisive call that immediately recenters your attention and changes your direction. And yeah, just like in a real game, we can totally commit self-inflicted penalties that set us back. A false start, that's like an impulsive, ego-driven reaction that just kills your momentum. Holding, that's when you're clinging to resentment or pride, and it becomes a huge inner distraction. But look, this isn't about feeling guilty. It's about developing skill, learning the moves that protect your inner field position. Okay, let's talk about the big picture. Section 4, winning the season. This is all about perspective, right? Because a real spiritual path isn't about one amazing highlight reel moment. It's about the whole season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And what defines a marathon? Consistency. And this comparison really gets to the heart of it. You have to ask yourself, are you a fan or are you a player? See, a fan watches from the sidelines, they cheer, they observe, but a player gets on the field. They train, they commit, they serve the team. The real journey only starts when you decide to stop being a spectator and actually become a practitioner. And please remember this one thing. Consistency beats intensity every single time. This isn't about some heroic 5-hour meditation session you do once a year. It's about the small daily wins. 5 minutes of chanting, reading just 1 page. Those are the little plays that compound over the entire season and lead to massive, lasting change. And there's a natural progression to this whole season. It starts with what's called nishta, which just means steadiness. You just show up. You do the practice, even on days you don't feel like it. But over time, that consistency grows into ruchi, which is a real taste, an actual enjoyment for it. And eventually, that taste deepens even more into asakti, a profound, heartfelt connection to your spiritual path. It's a whole season of growth. So what's the actual championship trophy we're playing for here? Look, a Super Bowl win is amazing, no doubt. But the confetti gets swept away, the parade ends, and then it's over. The goal in this game is a totally different kind of victory, a lasting, deep inner fulfillment. The real trophy is the transformation of your own heart, and that's a win that stays with you forever. Okay, that brings us to our final and maybe most important section, your next play. We've gone over the playbook, we've talked about the mindset, so now what? How do you actually get in the game? Like right now, today. Here are 3 simple game day practices you can literally start today. Number 1, join the team. Go find that supportive, uplifting community. Number 2, run the reps. Start a small daily practice. Seriously, even just a few minutes counts for a lot. And number 3, start using that next play mindset. When you get distracted, when you mess up, and you will, just reset, no big drama, just get back to it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just some cool analogy to think about. It's a call to action. Your season has already started. The clock is ticking right now. So really, the only question left to ask is, what's your next play?
So, how many of you are convinced with what has been discussed here? Does it make sense? So, theory without some practical application would not make any sense. So, I'm going to demonstrate and engage you in some small practical application. And this particular thing, actually, I was supposed to take a different topic. However, Ian asked me to switch to this one because football is, the Super Bowl is happening next week. So therefore, I came up with this. He came up with this. They suggested me that topic. But I had a different topic in my mind, and that was quite related to the practices of bhakti. That is called as understanding the prana. Previous session which I took, was about the sound. We understood how sound works or how the frequency works. So prana is very close to frequency. So how many of you have heard the word pranayam? Pranayam, right? Yeah. So prana is life force. However, it is often compared to breathing and oxygen. So it's not only oxygen is a part of it, but prana is even larger than that. And when I speak about prana, I'll go into details of that. So in that session, there is one technique which I have learned and really helped me to calm down my mind when I am in anxiety or something which I can think of, I do this pranayam. So we will do this today, all of us. Please sit in a very relaxed position. So the position in which I am sitting right now, if you can see, with cross-legged position, this is called as Sukhasana. And if you put your legs, if you are able to do that in Padmasana, that has even better effect. So Padmasana is nothing but like putting legs, cross legs, one over another. Now, for some of you it is a bit difficult, but in the later sessions I will show you some techniques how to get into this position easily. So for right now, whenever your mind is disturbed or you are in anxiety, if it is possible, you sit in this position and do the pranayam. If not, you can also sit and relax on a chair and also do the pranayam. This will help to calm down the mind. So there is a breathing technique in which we have two parts of the nose. One is the right side, other is the left side. Right side is known by the name Surya Nadi, and left side is the Chandra Nadi. Right side has a heating effect in our body. Left side has a cooling effect in our body. If there is a lot of heat in the environment, if you want to cool your body, just close the right side and breathe with the left side. You will see within like couple of minutes, your body will start cooling. Oppositely, if you are feeling cold, you hold the nose in this way, you close the left nostril and you breathe from the right nostril. Breathe in from the right nostril, breathe out either from the right nostril or from the mouth. So that will heat up your body. So this particular pranayam is a balancing pranayam. Basically, balance the nadi means basically it's in a way we understand there is a nervous system within our body, right? So there is a nervous system which controls all the activities. So these nadis, there are 72,000 nadis right, starting from the navel position and goes throughout the body. And we'll learn all those things in the later sessions. However, this nadi transmits information throughout the body. So this particular pranayam balances our equilibrium of the mind. If the mind is in a disturbed state, when the prana is disturbed, the mind gets disturbed. So we are controlling, by doing the pranayam, we are controlling the prana. And when the prana is controlled, the mind calms down. This is how it works. So this particular pranayam starts either from the right or left, but generally I start from the right. So the way we do it is you hold the nose in this position with the third finger, and then the thumb like this, right, like this. We can close and open, and then these two fingers we can put it here, very gently touch it on the forehead. So the technique is, we start from the right side, breathe in from the right side, right? Then we hold for a certain period of time, and then we close the right side and we breathe out from the left side. Right? And then again we hold, and how much to hold, all these things I'm going to tell, but I'm trying to explain the process first. So we breathe in from the right, hold, we breathe out from the left, hold. Then we breathe in from the left, hold, we breathe out from the right, hold. So like this. In, so I'll say the numbers. If you can, if possible, you do it. Otherwise you can reduce the number also. But gradually the capacity of the lungs will increase. So the numbers I'll tell. In means you are taking in, 2, 3, 4. Right? So in 4 count you breathe in from the right. Again, there are 4 counts in which you will breathe in from the right. Then you are going to hold it for 4 counts. So when you are holding, both the nostrils have to be closed. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then now we will be releasing the air from the other side, which is the left side. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then hold, 2. So that way you remember what you are doing, right? In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. Again, in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. So this is one repetition. You start from right, you go up, basically hold, then you breathe out, that is out. From the left, and then you hold 2, and then again breathe in, and then hold, and then breathe out, and again hold. So this becomes like one cycle. So you, whatever, depending on your capacity, you can do as many cycles as you want. You can do this any time of the day, even after eating your food. So some of the pranayams you cannot do after eating the food. But this particular one you can do even without eating, even after eating. So let's start and sit straight, with, if possible, with the spinal cord in a straight position. So I'll say the numbers. So from the right side, start breathing. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2. This is completion of one round. So depending on the strength you have, you can continue doing this, and generally within 2 to 3 rounds you'll start seeing your mind getting calmer and calmer and calmer. So with this I will stop speaking, and if there is any questions regarding football, please don't ask me. Regarding bhakti, yes, you can ask. Any comments? Any thoughts that are coming in your mind? Please practice this. This pranayama is really good actually. It balances so many. It helps in reducing. First of all, helps in reducing anger. Helps in reducing blood sugar. Helps in reducing blood pressure. And many diseases can be cured with this. This is called as Anulom Vilom. You can search online. It's called as Anulom Vilom. Now those counts, depending on your capacity, you can change. Right? Like I do 8 instead of 4. And then I double the number. Right? So wherever it is doubling the number, this holding is like for 16. And like coming out is 32, like that. So the more the lung capacity increases, you will see so much difference in your clarity of thoughts. The thoughts will become very clear. So this is one kind of pranayama. There are many kinds of pranayama, and all the pranayams are good. If possible, you sit. This is called as mudra. There's a hand position. So this position of hand, this mudra is called as meditative mudra. This increases your knowledge. This way, if you hold it like this is called as Vayu mudra. Vayu mudra. So there is air within the body. There are actually 5 elements within the body. Earth, water, fire, air and space or ether. So these are the 5 elements within the body. Now whenever there is a pain, like joint pains and everything, that is caused because of the disturbance in Vayu within the body. Disturbance of air in the body. So if you have any kind of joint pain, arthritis or any other kind of inflammation or pain, then if you do the pranayama in Vayu mudra, then it will help you. So this is the Vayu mudra. So there are like different mudras, they touch at the bottom like this. Yeah, you see this? You're touching at the bottom. Or you can Google Vayu mudra. Google is good help actually. Okay. So with this I'll stop. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. Thank you Deepak. Thank you Anne. Thank you each and every one of you. And enjoy the Super Bowl next week.
And we'll be bringing him in. We're going to give a detailed talk on this pranayama.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, who wants like a few sessions on the yoga system and all of this, because I learned a lot. So maybe we'll sometime later this month.
Yeah,
we can put
I'll
together.
also show what I personally practice. I have a 30-minute session. I combine many things, do my exercise. So I can show all of you what I practice. Because of the time constraints, we combine few kinds of yoga to make it easy. That's done in 30 minutes.
Thank you so much. So I will now ask our Kirtan leaders to come back up and do whatever shuffling is required. In the meantime, all of you get to do a quick stretch with me. So if you were here last week, you know what we're going to do. So we started this Hari Bol stretch. So Hari Bol is another Sanskrit term. It's kind of like Om. So I'll demonstrate. Essentially, we start with all of our hands down here, and then we go Hari Bol. We gotta say it a little louder. It's like, like the louder you say it, the more like, so you're gonna stretch. Trust me. Hari Bol. Okay, one more time. Hari Bol. All right, is our Kirtan team ready?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you guys all again for coming. I really appreciate you guys all. There is a lot more people than I thought was going to be here. Oh, man. But yeah, I just wanted to give a few words towards this mantra. Many of you have been coming for a few weeks now. You've heard about mantras, the energies or potencies or powers they hold, how they affect our minds and our hearts. And every mantra is a little bit different. In Bhakti Center, we usually chant dual mantras. So we'll chant Hare and Krishna, or Radha and Sham. These mantras, they're couplets, and the potencies therein are generally a combination of masculine and feminine divine energies, which provides a balance, right? We have balance there. But another thing that provides balance, I'm going to keep this quite short. This may sound like a tongue twister, but after a couple times through, I think everybody will get it really well. The first line, Brajajana Mana Sukha Kari, means those who give pleasure to the residents of Braja. And Braja in the Bhakti traditions is also known as Vrindavan. Has anybody heard the name Vrindavan before? Cool. So Vrindavan means devotional place or devotional forest, right? And when we chant these mantras, we're sort of entering a different place, like a different forest, so to speak. Right now, we're in what's called the Mayavana, which means the forest of illusion, right? There's so many crazy things going on. Perhaps you guys have heard of nirvana, not the forest, or out of the forest, right? The Buddhists are trying to get out of this forest. And so for the Bhakti traditions, we're trying to enter into Vrindavana, or the devotional love forest. And so that's what this mantra meditation is all about. The last thing is that the second part of the mantra is Radhe, Sham, Sham, Sham. So we say Sham 3 times, and there's many interpretations of the name Sham, but generally it means like darkish or blackish color, something that's really a little bit more mysterious and hidden is also known as Sham. Something like we're all searching for something that's kind of missing in our lives, that thing that's going to bring us happiness and ananda and love. So that's also Sham. But as there is any darkness or mystery, usually we have to bring like a torch along with us in order to see. Now we have cell phones, we just bring a cell phone with us. But before we chant Sham, Sham, Sham 3 times, we chant Radhe. So Radhe is this wonderful divine feminine form, divine feminine name. But another name for Radharani is Gaurangi. So Gaurangi means golden, right? If Sham means darkish color, blackish complexion, then Radhe means golden complexion. So we also have light and dark, the color spectrum, and everything in between. So yeah, this mantra is a complete mantra. Braja jana mana sukakari radhe sham sham sham. Braja jana mana sukakari radhe. Braja jana mana sukakari radhe sham sham. Sukakari radhe sham sham sham. Sukakari radhe sham sham sham. Radhe sham, 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 radhe sham. Radhe sham, 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 radhe sham. Jana manasukakari radhe shama shama sham. Shri Radhe Praja Jana manasukakari radhe sham sham Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Sham 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 Raja Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Shri Radhe Braja Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Sham 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 Shri Radhe Shri Radhe Braja Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Sham 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 Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. 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 Raja Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Sham Sham Sham. Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Oh Braja Jana Mana Sukakari Radhe Sham Sham Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Sham, Sham, Sham. Radhe Sham, 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 Radhe Sham, Sham, Sham.
Shyam, oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam.
So much to the Somber, the Kirtan team, and all of our Kirtan dancers. Wow, typically we leave that for the grand finale, but we'll have 2 grand finales today.
That was very Raga
Alright,
Bhakti.
so we'll transition to our final Kirtan for the night. So I ask wherever Atma may be. So once again, we'll do a quick shuffle up here, and if you would like, you can grab a seating apparatus to sit down.
Everybody drink your Amrita.
Yeah, water's in the back.
Radhe, Radhe. Oh man. I was gonna start slow, but let's just keep going. Thank you, Prabhu, for that uplifting kirtan. Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe, Radhe.
And thank you, Prabhu, for the wisdom talk. You know, when you were speaking, it reminded me of Bhakti Yoga. Such a beautiful practice. Because, okay, I was sitting up here, so raise of hands, how many are football fans? Okay, and now how many are gonna watch the Super Bowl anyway? A few more hands. So guess what? I bet most of us are gonna be thinking about the football game a little bit differently, right? The audible calls, the coaching, the plays, the quarterback, the gridiron. We're gonna be watching the Super Bowl and being immersed in a spiritual practice, and nobody will know, except we have this glow. Any of you that aren't football fans that are all of a sudden gonna be just glowing and super ecstatic that you heard the call of the quarterback, they're gonna know. People are gonna know something's a little different. And so that's the beautiful thing about this practice of Bhakti Yoga, is that we can literally do it anywhere. And let's just say you are by yourself. Let's just say we're not in this community like this all the time, and you want to share the voices and chant. You know, most of us are in a car at some point. If you are not in a car, or you're on the bus, or you're walking, chances are you have headphones on because we don't talk these days. So chant. Let's chant. And anywhere we go, that's the beautiful thing about this practice, is that it's not a practice that requires a room or anything in particular. It just requires room in your heart. And we can do it anywhere, and you can observe it anywhere. So even if we're not in the mode of like service, we can observe service. One day I was downtown, and then we're gonna chant. But one time I was down on the International District, and I was gonna offer a kirtan, and I was like, I don't even know what to talk about today. But I saw a guy on the bus stop. Maybe a year ago I would have said, that guy's crazy. But he was walking up to people, and I imagine his words were saying, hey brother, you want a donut? He had a box of donuts, and I could just see him walking from person to person, asking people, do you want a donut? And people either said no or yes, but what an act of service, small, right? But he's just asking people if they wanted a donut. He's connecting with them, he's creating this relationship with people. And at the very minimum, I know I'm not from Seattle, but the Seattle freeze thing is real. So I challenge all of us to just make eye contact with somebody out there, because it's not gonna make their day any worse, but it just might make their day a little bit better. So that's my takeaway on the football. So we'll chant the this mantra. A lot of the Govinda, Gopala, Jaya Jaya, I've chanted before, and then we'll end with the Maha Mantra, the great mantra, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And I guarantee you chanting that will make your day a little bit better, a lot better. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya, Radharamana Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Gopala. Hare Krishna, all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
here every week.
We need him here every week.
Haribo!
Yeah, some people really bring the energy. All right. So with that, I want to thank everybody who helped make this Kirtan possible. We had Hana on the drum. We had John on the tabla. We had Katie singing supporting vocals. We had Atma lead us for our first winter Kirtan. We had Vishwambar lead us for our middle Kirtan. We had Bradley play all sorts of instruments today. And we had Jasper on the bass guitar. And in addition, I want to thank all of our Kirtan singers, dancers, and chanters, all of you. And I want to thank Rajesh for bringing the energy. In addition, there's a group of people, wow, my slides are being laggy today. Okay. There's a group of people who work behind the scenes to help make this event possible. Here are some of their names. I usually forget somebody, but we have Kavita, Nima, Shailaja, Shriti, Sudha, and Rahul. Thank you. Alright, so some upcoming events. Starting on Thursday, we're going to have a yoga flow and sound bath event. It will be every Thursday. If you're looking for a, I guess, almost midweek reset, it's a great way to connect, just slow down and experience the power of sound. I'm gonna get my squats in. All right. Then we have this ongoing series called Beginning Bhakti, taught by Bradley over here. It dives a little bit more into Bhakti Yoga and the literatures behind it, what it means, how do you practice it. It's very fun, interactive. I've done it like 3 times. You know, I always learn something new. In addition, we have, where's Zori?
Here, behind you.
Oh, she's over here. So Zori's been, yeah, so Zori's been very kind. She knits a lot, and in the back you'll notice there's a table of a bunch of handmade knit items, which you can give a donation and buy for yourself as a treat or a loved one. We were talking about, you know, there's what's it called, Galentine's. If you have like a bro times or something like that, you know, it can also work for something like that. So that is back there. In addition, I was told that many people do not know that we have a membership. The membership is $40. It gives you access to all of our events. We are a non-profit organization, so you're like, why is there a fundraiser? It's because we're a non-profit, so we're supported by donations from the community and volunteers in the community. So it's a community-driven, you know, studio space. So you may have noticed there's some things that are a little bit different about us than perhaps a core power yoga. All right, upcoming Kirtan events. If you like today, or if you want to continue experiencing Kirtan, if you want to build a sadhana or a practice, we help you do that by having Kirtan every Saturday. We have Kirtan next Saturday, the Saturday after that, the Saturday after that, the Saturday after that, and the Saturday after that. So every Saturday, and we'll be here on the 14th for Valentine's Day as well.
What about the Saturday after that?
Saturday after that. After that? And if you scan that QR code, it takes you to our WhatsApp community, which has the most up-to-date information about ongoing events. Or for instance, we have, well, we started this year with an annual India retreat. We had 4 of our members come back. Welcome back. We had Brady, Angelina. Who else?
Brady.
I said Brady.
Oh, me.
Yeah, some of them are still in India, but they were in India for 3 weeks, and that's a task. You know, I was born in America, but of course I'm Indian. But wow, it's an austerity to go to India for me. I mean, the counter space in the bathroom is like terrible. So, if you are interested about our 2027 India retreat, you can talk to any of these folks. questions, and we're so glad to have you all back.
And we'll be having a special event. We will be organizing a special event where you'll get to hear more in depth about the retreat. And you can talk, it's a life-changing event for most of the folks who went from Seattle. They had a blast.
Don't take their word for it. I mean, I guess you should take their word for it. Don't take our word, take their word. All right, that being said, now to the best part, which is the food.
No, tomorrow's event.
Oh, yes. So much going on. So, there's an event tomorrow, right here in Bhakti Studio. We convert the space into a kitchen. It's a cool transformation that happens overnight. So we have an Ayurvedic workshop that's going to happen here tomorrow, 2 to 4 p.m. It's the foundations of Ayurveda, spices, how they make you feel, and in addition, those are some upcoming events. All right. Anybody else? Did I forget anything? We're good.
Yeah, we'll encourage. Yeah, if you were really interested in a healthy living, please come for the Ayurvedic workshop tomorrow.
Yes, it's really cool. All right, now to the best part, which is the food. So, yeah, I heard one person. So, in order to avoid any collisions in our narrow hallway, we're going to exit out this door right here, which we might need a snowplow or something to clear some space. But that's on theme with what's going on. So we'll open up this door, we'll go out this door right here, take a loop around the back door, and come in through the entrance where we'll have some volunteers waiting to serve you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Philip.
The pickup on this guitar is so nice. I love
Is it? I think I was telling Jasper, this was